Okay, so for those of you who are just getting started with your business and building your brand, one of the first things you will want to do is set up a professional email address because a professional email address is going to make you look legit, right? So I want to walk you through the steps on how to do this. So to set up your business email address, you will want to log into your hosting account. Now, I use SiteGround, but whether you are using Bluehost or some other web hosting service, the steps are going to be similar. If you get stuck, there are usually setup instructions inside of your web hosting support center or the knowledge base center that they have. So I am inside my SiteGround account, and I'll include the link to SiteGround underneath this video, but I'm inside of my SiteGround account and we can create our email account by going to our cPanel. And the reason I have a split screen up here is that if you did not purchase your domain name with your web hosting service and you purchased it through a separate domain registrar like Namecheap or GoDaddy, what you are going to do, there's an additional step that you're going to have to take in order to make sure that the domain name that you purchased on GoDaddy or any other third-party domain name registrar is going to be directed to SiteGround. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So we are going to log in to our GoDaddy account here. And let's say, for instance, let's say we wanted to use the domain name thisblogmeansbusiness.com. So we're going to go to DNS, and you're going to see all of this information here, but we're going to scroll all the way down and we're going to change our name servers. So you see here it has the default name servers from GoDaddy. We're going to change this and you're going to hit on enter my own name servers. So you're going to hop back over to SiteGround and you're going to see in your account information that is going to have your name servers here. And there's going to be two. So you're going to copy and paste name server number 1 and then name server number 2. And your name servers may not necessarily look exactly like this, but it's going to be something similar. And then you're going to click on save. So once you've hit save, you may notice that it says features may be unavailable while we process your update. And it may take up to 24 hours for your name servers to change, depending on the service that you're using. So once we have updated our name servers, we are going to now have to come back over to SiteGround. Under domains within our cPanel, we're going to have to add this domain to our web hosting account. So we're going to click on add on domains and we are going to type in our domain name, okay? And it's going to auto-populate the subdomain or FTP username and the document root. So we're going to enter in our password, we're going to enter it in again just to confirm, and then we are going to make sure that it's a strong password, and we're going to add domain. So now we can see that our add-on domain has been created. So we're going to go back, and if we scroll down, we see thisblogmeansbusiness.com has been added here, okay? Now remember, you do not have to do this step if you have already purchased a domain or the domain that you are using was purchased through your hosting account because it's already going to be set up within your web hosting account. Okay, so to create our email account, we are going to go back to our cPanel home and then we are going to scroll down to mail and then click on the icon that says email accounts. So you want to search for the domain name that you want to use. So in our example, we just created This Blog Means Business. So we're going to click that from the drop down and we're going to do hi@thisblogmeansbusiness.com. We're going to use the same password that we used when we set up our add-on domain. And we are going to change the mailbox quota to something higher than 250. So let's just put in 4,000. There used to be a time where you can do unlimited, but for whatever reason, that option is not here. So we'll just do 4,000 for right now, and then we're gonna create our account. Okay, hi at thisblogmeansbusiness.com. This account has been created and we can see it right here. So if you wanted to create multiple email addresses, you can do that. Maybe you have a team or you have a VA that you want to give access to your email and you want them to have a separate email account for themselves. You can go in and repeat these setup steps as many times as you need in order to create the email addresses that you want. But for right now, we're just going to focus on this one, and I'm going to show you how to configure your email client, and then I'm going to show you how to actually set it up in Gmail. So because the domain name attached to the new email address we just set up in SiteGround may take up to 24 hours to be fully functional, remember the notification that we saw in GoDaddy that said all features may not be available right away? Well, for the sake of this demo, I am going to use an email address that I already have set up. So we are going to use connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. So that is going to be the email address that we'll use to integrate or configure our email client. So let's go back to our split screen. And you can see on the left-hand side, we have all of the information needed for our secure SSL settings. And then on the right-hand side, we have the dashboard for our email client. So what we are going to do is we are going to go to Mail, and then we are going to go to Preferences, and we are here on Accounts, and I am going to hit this plus sign. And then I am going to choose the option Other Mail Account. Now, if we are connecting a Gmail account, you would hit Google. If you have a Yahoo account that you want to configure, then you would hit Yahoo, and so on. But we are going to use Other Mail Account because obviously we are using the email account that we have set up in SiteGround. So let's hit Continue. So we'll fill in the information that they're asking for in the Add a Mail Account section. And I'm going to enter my email address, which is going to be connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. And the password is going to be the same password that we used when we signed up and set up our mail in SiteGround. Okay, we're going to hit Sign In, and then we're going to get this pop-up here. Now, don't be alarmed if it says unable to verify account name or password. Okay, we haven't gotten to that part yet. We're about to set that up right now. So you can see here that our email address and our password are automatically entered. We are going to copy and paste our username, which is going to be the same as our email address, and the account type, we're going to keep it at IMAP. And then we are going to copy and paste our incoming mail server. So we'll grab that from our SiteGround information. And the same for outgoing. And once everything is complete, we're going to click Sign In. And now we can select the apps that you want to use with this particular account. So we're going to just click on Mail, and we're going to click Done. So now if we click on the account information for the email address connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com, we see that the status is online, which is all good. And now we can click on in our inbox, we see that all of our email addresses are showing up. Okay? So if I wanted to check to see if our emails are going through, let's create or compose an email. If we wanted to add a signature, we can add a signature and go to Edit Signatures if we wanted to. But for right now, we'll just do this, and then we'll hit Send. Okay. And then let's hop on over to our andreaboulder.com email address. So success, it went through. Now we can see if we can receive emails. So let's compose a new email. And let's send that. And we see here that we have received our email, so that is working as well. So everything is good. Now, there is another way to set up your email client that you may want to consider, and that is using Gmail as your application. So we all know that Google is everything, and more than likely that is your go-to email application. That is how you are checking your emails every day. But as a business owner, we want to make sure that we have a professional email address that we're using. So I'm going to tell you how you can merge the two. So using Gmail can be really useful because you can set up folders and tabs and rules that make organizing your business emails so much easier to manage. So I'm going to show you how to set up a business email address that you can use within your Gmail email client, but it's still going to point to your new business email address, okay, which in our case is connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com, okay, not the gmail.com address. So we are here in Gmail, and if you already have Gmail accounts that you are using, you will see a list of them here. So to create a new Gmail account, what we want to do is click on Add Another Account, and then you're going to hit Create Account. And it's going to ask you if you want to create an account for myself or to manage my business. I'm going to click to manage my business, and we're going to enter in our information. And instead of creating a new Gmail address, what you can do is use my current email address instead. So we're going to click on that option, and we're going to put in connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. And we're going to use the same password that we used before, and then we are going to hit Next. Okay, and Google is going to ask us to verify our email address. So we're going to go back to our emails, and we're going to pull this verification code right here, and we're going to click Verify. Okay, you're going to come in and you're going to complete your information. You're going to hit Next, and then you can verify your phone number, and Google will send you a text. We're going to hit Verify, and then you can go through the rest of the prompts. If you like, you can add your phone number to your account. For right now, we're going to skip that, and then we are going to accept the privacy and terms. And now we are going to go to Gmail. And then it says, by completing this form, you're upgrading to Gmail. So what we'll do is we'll choose our Gmail address, and we'll choose the same username as our business address, and we'll hit Submit. So it's going to ask us to verify our account before you start using it. So this is kind of redundant, but let's hit Continue, and then we're going to enter our verification code and hit Continue. Okay, and it's going to take you through how to use Gmail and how to get the most out of your Gmail account, and you can click on a tour to learn more or say I got it. So we got it. So you can see here that Gmail sent us a email to connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com, thanking us for adding our email address to our Gmail Google account. Now, to complete the setup in Gmail, what we are going to do is within Gmail, we are going to hit the gear icon, which is the settings icon. Click on the option that says See All Settings, and then it'll open up this new page here. And then we're going to go to Accounts and Import. So we're going to click on Add a Mail Account, and then we're going to enter in our business email address and hit Next. And we are going to leave it at default, import emails from my other account, which is going to be a POP3 account. And then the next step is to enter the mail settings for connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. So for this particular email address, we're going to use our same username, which is connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. And we're going to use the same password that we use when we set up our business account address. So for POP server, we do not want to use mail.womenpreneuruniversity.com because that is not secure. So we want to come over here, and this is going to be the same as our incoming server. So we'll copy and paste our incoming server here, and we want to make sure that the port matches. So our port is 995, so we're going to click 995. POP3 port 995 and 995 over here. We're going to click leave a copy of retrieve message on our server. Always use a secure connection, absolutely. And then we're going to click on label incoming messages connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. Okay, if you want to, you can archive incoming messages, but we're not going to do that. And we're going to click on add account. So your email account has been added, and you can now retrieve mail from this account. Yay. So it's going to ask us, would you also like to be able to send mail as connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com? Yes, we want to do that. So let's click next, and then we're going to add another email address that you own. So we're going to type in our name. We'll put in Womenpreneur University, and then we're going to click on next step. Now, this is where we are going to configure our outgoing mail. So just like we did previously, we're going to go take the information from our outgoing server, which is womenpreneuruniversity.com. So SMTP server is going to be the same as outgoing server. The port is going to be, in our case, 465. The username is going to be the same as our email address. And again, we're going to add our password. And then we're going to click on add account. So now it says, congratulations, we successfully located your other server and verified your credentials. So we just saw this verification email pop up. And what we're going to do is from this email, we're going to copy and paste our confirmation code. And we're going to enter that confirmation code here. And then we're going to hit on verify to complete the steps. Okay, make sure there's no spaces, and then hit verify. Okay, so now we can see all of our new emails from our business account are here in our Gmail account. Yay, we did it. So the next step is just to compose the email just to make sure that everything is working correctly. You can never be too sure. So we hit compose and the editor box pops up, but we see here that it says from Andrea Boulder, Womenpreneur University at gmail.com. This is the default email address that we have set up. So we actually want this to show our business email address. So what we need to do to change this is we need to go back into our settings, and we're going to go back to accounts and import. And then under send mail as, this section here, we are actually going to choose Womenpreneur University as our default. Okay, so now when we go to compose, we can see that it says it's from Womenpreneur University and connect@womenpreneuruniversity.com. So we'll send out one last test email. And we'll send it to ourselves. And we go back to our inbox and we see it here. So we are able to send and receive emails. So that, my friends, is how you get started with setting up your business email address for your brand.